Hello and welcome back to another Pokemon Aceo Card Speedpaint. Today's Pokemon is Ditto. This Pokemon was quite a challenge for me since this is just a pink blob. So I decided I want to make something special. A foldable card where the Pokemon is hidden on the first view. I made some cards like that already in the past and it's always fun. But before I could craft the card I had to choose a motive. I had a few ideas, from a Ditto that turned into a rock as they do so for sleeping, or a transformed Ditto where the typical Ditto face is hidden first. Another idea was a half transformed Ditto, but in the end I wanted that Pokemon to be in its pure form on the card somehow. So my idea I was going to draw was the one you are seeing in the video. A transformed Ditto that sees itself in a rain puddle. Therefore also some of the background was already set. Rain and puddles. Since Dittos prefer open grasslands, the rest of the background consists mostly of grass and bushes. For the Pokemon Ditto transformed into, I've chosen Oddish. It is simple and has quite neutral colors. I wanted Ditto's pink to be the most colorful spot on the drawing, and one of the more complex Pokemon would be too much of a focus point. So when that was decided, it was time for the sketch. As I would need foldable brushes that cover most of the Oddish, I put 3 rectangles with the Aceo size right next to each other. The middle one will be our main card and the left and the right one are the foldable parts. First I drew the whole landscape as it would be seen when the card is fully open. Since the backs of the foldable parts will only be brushes, there was no need for big planning. So then it was the same procedure as with every other card. I lined it and then I colored everything in. Since the card showed a rainy day, I mostly used desaturated colors to make it not too bright. The actual rain was drawn in with a white gel pen, and when the coloration was done I needed to cut the card. I cut the brushes just roughly as I have to glue a second piece of paper on it anyway, so I then cut it out the double layer in one sitting to get a nicer look. The paper I use is thick enough to not bleed through, but if you use thinner paper you may have to draw both sides individually before gluing them together. It just depends on the paper and of course of the materials you use. As said, the back sides were simple brushes. And I should have planned them better as they do not give much visible overlap. But that's something you can learn from my mistakes and keep in mind for your own artwork. But when those were also colored in, the card is done and we can test the folding and reveal the hidden Pokemon. So to end this video, let's choose next week's Pokemon. It will be another water Pokemon, Horsey. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more Pokemon Speed Paints.